Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the full moon in Leo. That is going to be with us on February 9th, 2020 at 2:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So glad to have you here at the channel. Welcome back if you have been with me before. If it's your first time here, welcome and thank you for joining me. I had to take a hiatus. I've been away from my channel for about 3 weeks, and I had a major life-changing event, which I actually made a little bit video about. If you want to hear what happened, it was pretty huge. But I'm just so grateful, so happy to be back with you. I've missed reading for you guys and interacting with you. So here we go for this big, beautiful full moon in the sign of Leo. I love doing the full moon readings. So our last full moon, was in last month in January. That was, the full moon in Cancer. So we're going to do a past, present, future kind of reading and get some messages about what's coming through from that and where we're going next. First, a few quick messages just before we get started, that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Pisces. So if these messages do resonate with you, they are meant for you. If they don't resonate with you, kick them on out to another Pisces out there. This will mostly correspond with Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, and do check your natal chart to see, what other signs are predominant in your chart, because then you could look at other readings for those signs and get even more messages. Also, this is welcome for all Pisces cross watchers out there who are watching for a Pisces. If you have not yet done so, I do invite you to reach out and hit that subscribe button and join the Dragon family. Also, give it that dragon claw up and let me know that you enjoyed this content by clicking that like button. Also, if you're looking for a personal reading or any information about the card decks that I use, all of that info is in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started for you, Pisces. So the full moon in Leo universally will be highlighting the 6th house of your astrological chart on the universal chart. And so all Pisces will be feeling that Leo full moon coming up in that Virgo house. So it's an interesting combination of, the creativity, the color, the drama, the passion, and the heart of Leo coming through. And Virgo, which is a house to me of healing, of nutrition, of cleansing and detoxing the body, really focusing in on your greater well-being and what's good for you, both physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. If you feel like you need to eat better, or you feel like you need to be treating your body in a better way, this will be a time when you'll definitely be made aware of that. Be like, oh, I really get it now, or, something, is pointed out somehow that it's like, yeah, I need to start working on that. But this is overall, well-being, and especially because Leo rules the heart, I would say this has a lot to do with the well-being of your heart, both physically and emotionally. If you've been through a lot of heartache, this is a time of healing. If you've been through, any sort of traumas, this is a time to kind of, get grounded again. And it's an excellent time around this full moon for you to start, any kind of, exercise, or, healthier eating, or anything like that that's really, geared to, sleeping more, sleeping better, all that kind of thing, that helps your overall well-being. So let's go ahead and dig into your cards. I'm going to be pulling from the Moonology deck, the Oracle of the Moon, and also the Tarot to clarify, and we'll see what comes up for you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Pisces. Please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good and protect their energy and mind throughout this reading. Thank you so much. Ooh, okay, Pisces. So this is what's coming in from this immediate past. Funny enough, this was a cardinal moon in the past because it was in Cancer, which is a cardinal sign. So that past cardinal moon, that was very, very powerful for you, that moon in Cancer during the month of January. And this is saying to be bold, make the first move. Don't sit back and just, sit on the sidelines. Get involved, get active in the process of your own life. So absolutely strong message coming out there right off the start. We're going to pull as well 3 cards from the Queen of the Moon, past, present, future, please. Okay, and so gratitude comes up as well around that, which is a last quarter moon, so that is a more waning moon. There's something as well that has been released along with that, going ahead and making the first move, but it's being released with gratitude. Or this is something where some of you are really expressing gratitude to somebody. This could also be, something to do with love or even with career, where you step up and say, we're both feeling this attraction. I'm going to be the one that says something first. But don't be afraid in either way to express gratitude, to express something, of kindness, and just be a little more generous with your emotions, Pisces. So then, going into the immediate future, we have the new moon, not the immediate future, sorry, this is the present, this is right now, with the full moon in Leo. So bringing love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. This is all about sharing your gifts and talents with others, and it's also, being able to give without giving so much that you're, completely empty. Because Pisces, that is something that you have to be careful about, because Pisces tends to just give, 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 and they have nothing left for themselves. So very important for you to have that balance and new beginnings in love. So yes. And if this is not a new love relationship, because this is general, but if this is an existing love relationship, this is really bringing, new energy, new love, new life into something that's already existing. And on top of that, we have that Hunter Moon card of abundance. So this card actually has come up for a decent amount of signs in different places throughout this reading. So I feel that the month of October is very important, because that is the Hunter Moon. That is what this card is associated with. So for some people out there, whatever it is that you're working on right now, at this full moon in February, it's going to have a longer ranging effect when we get to that Hunter Moon in the time of October. And then we go into the immediate future, and the third quarter moon comes up with adjustments are required. So something that happens around this full moon in Leo the next 30 days, it's like there's some adjustments that have to be made, and that's totally fine. The waning gibbous is there, so there is this bit of release. There is a feeling of release and transformation. Look at the butterflies around her, and it's a pleasure. It's a feeling of, it's that relief. It's like, finally, I've let go of something very heavy from my life. Finally, the cycle is complete. This is an 18 card, so it adds up to a 9, which to me is a number of completion, absolutely. So let's look into your tarot, and let's clarify and deepen these messages a little bit more. All right, Pisces, so here we go. We have got the Hanged Man in the immediate past, so there's definitely been some things where it's like you've started a project or you're starting something, but you're not quite there. You haven't completely left the old life behind. So there is some patience that has been required over the last 30 days or so. Let's pull a clarifier for him. And yes, this is because part of you is feeling kind of stuck, Pisces. But this, to me, that Eight of Swords, that's always about getting unstuck from a situation. So if there's been something where, you know, you or someone else have been, you know, really like procrastinating on something and not taking those moves and not forging ahead, this is saying, look at that. She's got those thin bonds on her hands and around her eyes, but all those swords around her, she could just slice through that and get out of that situation. So you're not nearly as stuck as you think you are. And then going into the current energy of the Leo full moon, we have got that Eight of Pentacles coming up on top of that Hunter moon, on top of that new moon in Aquarius. To me, this is working one day at a time at your mission or your vision, and really staying, you know, true to what you know you've got to stick with. Not getting bored. It's not, you know, even if it's a little monotonous, even if it's something that you go, oh gosh, this is a little bit, you know, and I don't really want to keep doing it, but it's like this is really telling you that it will pay off. Just stay in the moment, stay, you know, in the energy of getting that work done, and it will pay off. So let's clarify this. And look at that, Pisces. We have the Temperance card, just like I said. So this does have, you know, a reward to the effort. This is Sagittarius energy. So to me, this is all about, you know, continuing along the path, forging new action. It's all about balance as well between, you know, heaven and earth. So you're coming into a time of greater balance. Then going into the future with you know, the adjustments being required and releasing things, and finally having the pleasure of completion. Look at what we have with that, the Ace of Wands. So to me, that is all about passionate new beginnings, you embracing a fiery energy. Interesting, you know, that Temperance card is also to me very fiery. So, you know, I think that as you get through these processes that start with this full moon, you absolutely step into your own leadership, and you're feeling a lot more empowered. And look at that, Strength card came up on top of that Ace of Wands for you, Pisces. So you're definitely feeling more balanced, and this is to me that very strong Leo energy with the Lion in that Strength card, where it's all about balancing those emotions, those harder, heavier emotions, right? Because the Lion represents our human nature of being sad or angry or frustrated or anxious. You know, and the woman is the symbol of spirit, who's helping to calm that inner human nature that can sometimes be so volatile and so difficult. So yeah, you're really coming into a stronger sense of strength and personal balance going forward. Absolutely beautiful. So let's pull a message from Archangel Michael and just see what comes up from him next. All right, so lean on God and the angels for support, Pisces. This is definitely a time to trust in the divine process. So dear Archangel Michael, I give you the situation now, and completely I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. So Pisces, these are your messages for this full moon at Leo. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful one, and I will see you soon. Take care.